Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. I was recently contacted on Instagram by a lovely lady who asked if I would like to recycle some family jewellery that was no longer wanted. Of course I said yes, and she has sent me the entire jewellery box. We've got a lovely big shoebox full of things to go through today. I don't know what's in here, but I'm hoping that there might be some things that we can restore or recycle, which I will then sell in my Etsy, eBay and my retail concessions. If we've got time at the end of the video, I'll do some upcycling and show you the results as well. Before we dive in, if you are new here, please do check out the channel below, hit that subscribe and the bell as well so you don't miss my future videos. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, let's get rid of all of this packaging. Okay, I cannot wait to dive into this collection. First of all, I can see, this is really strange, I used to have this little jewellery box when I was a child. I think my grandmother got it for me and it was the first type of jewellery box that I had. Obviously, that would not be big enough for me now. Let's see what's inside. Oh, the hinge is sadly broken here, but it looks like there's some interesting pieces in the box. Let's have a look. I don't remember mine being quite like this inside. I think it had sections. Okay, what have we got in here? These look like costume earrings. Those are pretty, aren't they? Little ear cuff. That one might be silver. Well, that's a lovely pin. The Royal British Legion Associate. Lovely enamel pin. I think that actually is a nut, as in a nut and bolt. And some costume earrings and a poppy. So we'll see what we can salvage from there. Another little box with an earring in it in here. I think that's another costume one. Always check in the bottom of the box in case there's something in there. No, there isn't in this one. For value, visit Box Bullion in Aylesbury. I wonder if that's still there. So we've got some more costume earrings in here, some leaves and a shell. Let's see what Terry has to offer. Oh, sweet little faux pearl studs, costume ones again. Let's see if those will clean up maybe. And more from Terry. These have got a little bit more age to them. Pretty sparklers. They'll be worth cleaning up. Gosh, do you remember these boxes? Everything used to come in these little boxes. So these look like sterling knots. I've got a pair of these myself and wear them in my second holes sometimes. They kind of go with everything. Pretty sure that those are silver. And then these ones are costume. Oh wow, look at these guys. I think we've got some treasure in this one. Yes, I can see 5-star 925 and a copyright symbol. I wonder if these are online shopping ones maybe. And they are simulated opals. Aren't they beautiful on sterling silver? Those are really lovely. Those could be pendants or charms, or we could keep them as earrings. And then these ones are costume with pretty sparklers on. I'll probably move those sparklers onto bracelets as little charms. That's some lovely silver treasure. What have we got here? We've got a gate bracelet. It's not a precious metal. It's very, very light. But fun vintage piece. Cute. I've never seen a lightweight one of those before. This actually is very similar to that box, isn't it? So it looks like enamel, but it's painted. Nice little fun vintage clamper. Right, so that box is empty. Let's move that one out of the way. These are faux pearls. Vintage ones. I think we might move those over onto new hooks. So these posts look like they've lost their coating. And then we've got some vintage faux pearls. Looks like there might be a few strands of these in here. Japan on the clasp. That's a very sort of standard glass pearls vintage necklace, so we can reuse the beads on that one. I say we reuse them because I'm honestly drowning in them. They don't seem to sell for me, but it is fun to reuse the beads. This one has a pretty deco style clasp. I don't think it's that old, but maybe it's the 1940s perhaps. That's a pretty one. I will keep that one together because it's got a nice clasp. Now, I've got some elephants here. Could this be an ivory one? I'll carefully detangle it. Look at the carving work on these. It's beautiful. Now, who knows about ivory and bone? Because just because it's elephants doesn't mean it's ivory. It could be made in the style of. I don't know how to tell the difference, but I will have to research it, or you can tell me, please, in the comments if you can tell from the video. Look at that lovely clasp. Wow. That's quite an impressive one. I love that. This is a pretty enamel bracelet, and its clasp has gone green and horrible, but that's definitely restorable, so that will be a nice little project for me. Vintage brooch. This one is missing its main sparkly from here, but that can be replaced if I've got one the right size. So the lady that sent me these pieces is actually a glass artist. She makes fused glass and mixed media pieces. I'll drop a link to her Instagram below if you want to check out what she makes. Thank you very much if you are watching for this very generous donation. Look at this really pretty vintage earring. That's a lovely one. I wonder if we'll find the other one to that. And marquisite and floral necklace. What have we got there? Let me have a look in the loop. It looks like BJI or maybe HJI and then a larger B here. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. It feels, and there's more B's here on each piece. It feels like it's more modern with those stamps. It's not silver, but it's a nice quality costume. Shout at me, do you know who this maker is? Beautiful. I've got a right old mix of things in here. It's an earring, probably 80s by the style of it. Oh, this is a magnetic bracelet because it's got a key attached. Look, that must be from a jewellery box. Or maybe a music box, or both. Looks like a winder key, doesn't it? Oh, how funny, it's picking up everything. So we've got a magnetic bracelet with some gemstones. It's lost its plating, but it's actually really pretty. I think somebody might still like that. Sweet. Oh, look. Oh, Jedi, if you're watching, you are in luck because you were after a bluebell necklace like the one I upcycled from earrings before, and these are the same bluebells. Awesome. Put those aside for you. And this looks like it would go nicely with that necklace we were looking at with the marker seats. Is it the same maker? Let's have a look. There is a little marking there. Let me have a look. That is interesting. It's the lion mark, like the silver line mark, but no other markings with it. And it really doesn't look like silver. Let's give it a go on the magnet. It's not magnetic. Maybe it's silver with a rhodium plate. Oh, hold on. There's another set of marks here. There's a full set of sterling silver hallmarks inside it in one of the links here. So that's a lovely piece of treasure. I need to look into that and see if I can find who the maker is. So, I mean, I don't know if you can see on the video, but it's way too shiny to be just silver. It must be plated with rhodium, I guess. And it's got these pretty marker seats on it. Stunning. That doesn't really need even any work. I think it's got a working clasp. Yes, it has. Gorgeous. Treasure, treasure. This one is a costume one. I will release the beads from that. That one will be crafted with. Well, this is a fun vintage earring. Look at that. I like those plastic beads. They might be lucite perhaps. That's really cool. Let's see if we can find the other one of those. This is a cute little vintage necklace. 50s or 60s maybe. And it's got a broken chain there. But I can fix that one. We've got an enamel parrot. That's probably an 80s one, although you can still kind of get this style now. Costume earrings. Ah, here's the other vintage plastic earring. I really like those. And then another vintage necklace. Sparkly pretty. That one also has a broken chain, but again is fixable. Some more faux pearls. Coating seems okay on most of them, so we'll reuse those beads. Just going to get rid of some more of this packaging so that we can see it a bit better. What an exciting box. I hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to hit the like button for me if you are. Subscribe if you don't already, and if you do already subscribe, check out the channel membership. I think we are one member away from being able to display members' profile pictures on their channel page, so that's exciting. I'm going to be doing a workshop tour video hopefully next week, and that will be exclusive in the members area as well. We have uncovered a ring. This looks like amethyst. It's got a 925 on the back there. Needs a good clean. Gorgeous. More treasure. My goodness, what a great box. This one looks like a mood ring, although it's not. It's got something sparkly inside it. Well, let's pop it on my thumb. We'll see if it changes colour. There's a costume one anyway. It's one of those ones you can buy in gift shops in a little box. By the till usually. Oh look, here's the other one of these. Beautiful, love those. We look like we're spanning quite a range of ages. I think it was the lady's mother-in-law So it could be some of her things, some of her vintage things, some of her mother's things maybe. This one's obviously a vintage brooch, and it has the old C clasp, no safety clasp on it, so that shows its age. And we've got some marker seats in there. This is glass. That's a really pretty one. This looks like it goes with that bracelet and necklace set. Doesn't look silver, but then the bracelet didn't look silver either. No, that one is a costume one, perhaps bought to go with them. And the other one of those that we found earlier, those are glass beads actually. Perhaps they are older than I thought. Pretty ones. And a brooch to match. They must have really liked this style. That doesn't appear to have any markings, and it's got a bit of plating loss on it, but it's a pretty vintage one. Looks like it's got all of its marker seats too, which is unusual, so be careful with that one. Little vintage seed bead necklace, that goes with those earrings. So perhaps we'll pop those on U-hooks and do it as a set maybe. Still got boxes to open. This is a vintage pendant, that's nice. Daisy, do we think, or a sunflower? I think it's probably a daisy. That one I'll put onto a chain. Oh, we found the other one of these shells earlier, so I'll reunite that. And then what have we got here? A little cross. Oh, is that one of these threaded earrings? I think it is, where you thread that bit through the ear and then pull it down. Doesn't really go with the rest of the lot, does it? That one feels a bit different. Ah, now this looks like it could be gold. Have we got a little bit of gold in the bottom? Let's check with the magnet first. Not magnetic, and I think I spied some hallmarks on the back, so let's have a look. It's 9 carat gold, treasure. I wonder if we've got the other one in there. I love the back, the style of it. I haven't had one like that before, and it's got a full set of hallmarks on the back there. Beautiful. Let's see if we've got the other one now. Butterfly. Why is there always a butterfly for me? That's become a bit of a running joke now. This has got a broken back, but we could pull that off and make it into a pendant maybe. So let's have a look at that one. I bought some really heavy duty pliers at the weekend in the pound shop. Look at these. And I got cutters as well, because I was sick of having to ask my husband to go and get his heavy duty ones out of the garage when I wanted to do something particularly meaty. So they were £4 I think the pair, so I'm quite excited to get using those, clipping things off. That one I think we found the one too earlier, so I'll put that together. These ones are pretty, they look like silver, so they could be gemstones in there. Yeah, no magnetism. Those are really pretty. Wonder if they're glass or garnets. What do we think? Have a guess. Those need to be tested on the Presidium. A vintage bead. Oh wow, these are silver and they look like moonstones, which I think is a birthstone for this month. Somebody commented the other week in one of my videos. Super pretty. No blue flash in them, so let me know if I've got the stone wrong. They almost look like glass cat's eyes, but I think they are moonstone. I'll pop them on the Presidium just to check. The silver lining, these ones are from Luton. I love these cute boxes. vintage sparklies. I think these were to go with that necklace, and I don't think that they're gold. No, I can see plating lost around the top, but they can go with that necklace. Don't know where I put that necklace actually. Oh, we needed fixing, didn't I? Put it in that box. Butterfly earrings to go with that brooch. They're actually quite sweet, aren't they? I don't really have anything against butterflies per se. I just had a really traumatic experience in a butterfly house as a child, and I just don't like them. They still frighten me now, but I have to hide it from my children because I don't want them to be frightened. That's the other one that we found in the very first box. And this is a picture frame. Wow. I think it's a picture frame anyway. It's got a bit of leather on the back. Wow, that's quite old, isn't it? That's got to be at least 100 years old. Cool. That's a nice little curio to go in my museum drawer. I've got a plastic bird. There's a right old mix in here, isn't there? Quite fun. Right, let me take these boxes out of the way and we'll do the bits in the bottom of the box. Oh, there's some more of those leaves that we found earlier. This one feels heavy. And that one. I can't see that other gold stud. Maybe that's why it was in here. What does this say? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Sweet little lighthouse charm. I wonder if that would clean up. It's nice, isn't it? Or maybe we shouldn't clean it up. Perhaps it should stay as it is. It won't look vintage if I clean it, will it? Another pair of costume studs. This is cute. Lucky horseshoe with either glass or garnets. They look prong set, but I can't tell. I'd have to pop it on the Presidium. It's old, it's got an old style clasp. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, we'll check the stones on that one, I think. And then a silver cross that's bent out of shape. I think that will probably go into scrap silver because I think it will break if I try and bend it back. Here's the other one of these, which is sadly quite bent on there, and I think that will snap, so maybe we could turn that into a charm. Here's the other one of those threader cross earrings. And that's just a bit of wire. Quite sure what that is. Double check there's definitely no more earrings in the bottom. Nope, can't see any. So let's have a look at these boxes, and don't worry, I will check very carefully that I haven't lost the other gold earring before I put the packaging out. I suspect there was only one. So let's tip these into a tray. This looks like more costume pieces. That's a brooch. That's probably a charity one. That's a pretty costume earring with some gems on it here. Looks like Soda Light. Those are really pretty, actually. And that looks silver. Ha 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 ha! There's the other gold stud. That is super exciting. I don't find gold very often. When I do, it is very exciting. I've been treasure hunting actually last week on holiday down on the south coast, on the Jurassic coast of England, looking for fossils, and we found loads. So I have taken loads of footage, and there'll be a video of our finds probably towards the start of the school summer holidays. I remember these earrings really well in probably late 90s, early 2000s with this really super sparkle. I think I had a few things like that. Oh, that one's sadly missing its sparkle, look. Got a little nice little crystal. I think Swarovski did those, a set of those. That looks like it probably was on a silver stud and it's broken. We'll see if I can find the other one. Oh yes, there it is. Ah, that was on that other silver bit. Okay, so I can probably fix those. That's a nice little bit of crystal. That could be Swarovski. Have we got a swan hiding anywhere? Thank you to the person who commented about the Swarovski choker necklace a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, I can't remember who it was now. But you were absolutely right. I actually found it. I thought it had already gone, but I found it this morning and it was Swarovski. So thank you for that. Now these look like they could be gold as well. There's a pair of them. So let's check these for marks. We'll do a check with the magnet, not magnetic. Yes, there's a 375 on those. So those are gold as well. Wow. They're really cool. Look, you put them through the ear and then that goes on the back. So you've got the chain hanging through. That is an ear cuff, which is silver. It's got a 925 on it. That answers on a postcard. Doesn't look like jewellery, not quite sure what that is. Ah, here's another one of these sparklers on a hook. And it's got a 925 on it. Let's see if we've got the other hook, because that could be fixed. More sparklies. That's a really pretty bead, broken off of something. And this is cute too. Actually, it goes with that ring that I'm wearing, which has not changed colour. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on the video. It's very, very subtle. And that's just a plastic beaded one. That looks like a spring out of a pen or something. Maybe a pen broke. And that's just plastic. There's a costume. That one's nice bit of vintage plastic. I think that would attach to that other funny bit, whatever that is. And there's another one of those, so they can be made into earrings. And a cute little dangle. Wow. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Oh, look at these. We've got a stud and a cutout. Oh, those are cool. I've never seen anything quite like that before. So that obviously needs a new hook and they'll need a proper good clean. Maybe a new back. Those are costume. What have we got hiding underneath? Oh, there's an envelope here. So more of these beads. That must have been a bracelet with some elephants on it. Oh, or is it earrings? No, it's earrings. Either way, it's gone really, really green. I'll see what I can save from there. And these are costume ones that have lost their plating. Is there anything in the envelope? Doesn't feel like it. That's got a really old paper feel. You know, when like old paper bags and things go soft. Feels like that. I just love vintage things. Don't know what it is about it. A ring with a B on it. And it's got an R on the back. It's plated. It's not gold. I think it's probably a men's one. Fun though. I wonder if this has come off this ring. What is that? Not sure if that's... No, I think it is a gemstone. Has it come off this ring here? I suspect it probably has. See if I can untangle this mess. Okay, so that's just an old plated ring. So we'll probably just reuse the cabochon for something else. Another religious charm, 1958 Lourdes it says. So that gives us a feel for some of the age of some of the things in here. I think a few of them are older than that though, and obviously a few are more modern. These are quite fun. These ones look like 80s. Just need to go on new earring hooks, give them a little clean. And another religious charm. Costume stud. I think these are all little pieces of costume earrings. That's not magnetic, so that will be worth testing as well. And actually, come to think of it, I noticed one in here that looked like it could be gold. Can't see any markings on it, but I'll pop that in the pile to test. I've lost track of my scrap man, unfortunately. So the man I was using for scrap bits like that was actually a goldsmith himself. So he was recycling it himself, which I really loved because it's all goes with my ethos of recycling everything. But the car boot sale I used to see him at closed without warning. The site got sold to Marks and Spencer's, I think. And I don't know how to get hold of him. So I need to try and find somebody that knows him that can give me his contact details. A really pretty A brooch. That's on an old style clasp as well, so that'll have a bit of age to it. That needs pulling up a bit because it won't go in. So I'll see if I can fix that one too. Is this an earring or is it an earring hook caught on a necklace chain? Let's see if we can work it out. It's an earring hook caught on a necklace chain. That one I don't think is gold because we've got plating loss on there. Magnetic though, so we'll check it in case that's a blob of silver on gold. Ah, this is the other one. Now it's a cross, so that makes it slightly more likely that it could be gold. It is the lightest thing ever. Like, it'll be worth pennies if it is gold. But I will definitely check that one too. Oh, this is funny. I found a pendant really similar. Well, I found an earring very similar to this recently and I turned it into a pendant. So that is, again, costume and glass. It's missing one of its sparklies there. But I will reuse that for something because it's really sweet. An old costume earring and a faux pearl, and there's this match, a couple of really faded old stud earrings and a bit of leaf. That's a crystal that's come out of something else. I wonder if it came out of that. I'm going to pop that in with the bits to fix in case it came out of one of the other bits we just pulled out. Okay, last box now. Oh, this is a lovely little jewellery box. This looks like we could have some more treasure in here as well. These earrings, we've already come across a pair of these, haven't we? That's funny. It was in one of the first boxes. And then like a bead in a wire. These are cute. I'll reuse those as charms. Wow, look at that sparkle. And those have all quite badly lost their plating. This one here looks like silver. Isn't that pretty? Yes, we've got 925 on the back there. I think probably glass. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? They're lovely. I'll put those aside to test on the Presidium as well. Another pair of big sparklers. Another butterfly. Might use that as a charm maybe. More of these sparklers. They had a lot of these sparkly ones. Must have really loved that style. And a crystal one. Oh, there was 2 pairs of those. Funny. That's the other one of those lovely plastic beads. Whoops. So I'll pop those back together. And the other one of those. These costume ones, I'll just use the bits. That looks, again, like another piece of pen. So we've got a pair of those. More elephants. They obviously really loved elephants. And another thread earring. That one's quite fun, isn't it? Those ones are probably silver. And they've got a bit of verdigris off something else in the box, perhaps. Nice little selection, and a really cute little box as well. Sparkly stretchy ring. A little pill box. Okay, we've got some silver backs there. These feel like they could be gold. So we've got, I'll check that back as well. I think we've got some silver backs in there. These are screaming gold at me. You must be gold. They are absolutely stunning. Love the style of those. Right, let me have a look for marks. Well, that was tantalising. This one here just says gold, and then it's like the mark has disappeared from here, and I thought maybe they were rolled gold. But this one, sorry, I keep knocking the camera. This one here has a full set of tiny, tiny hallmarks and a 375 for 9 carat gold. There's no way you're going to see it on the camera because they're so tiny. I had to put on my magnifiers and my loop in order to see it. Those are so pretty. Wow, what a lucky girl. I'm absolutely stunned. 3 pairs of definitely gold and 1 pair of possibly gold. They will all need a little bit of work to clean them up and sanitize them, obviously. I'm just checking the back. I don't think that this one is gold. I think that's a gold tone one. We have got the stretchy bracelet to match the ring. And another butterfly. More elephants. All costume, all fun. And 2 gemstone earrings. Beautiful. And a pair of owl studs. Obviously come from a charity shop. Somebody after my own heart. Okay, let me have a little tidy up and we'll see what we can restore and upcycle. So first off, a little bit of exciting news. I found another gold earring. This one is a pull-through thread earring. There aren't any marks on it, but I'm absolutely sure that it's 9 carat gold. So that one will need testing and going in with the treasure. I gave these ones a clean and moved them over to new hooks. They look like somewhere like accessorised probably. They're just really pretty. Love those ones. This one had a really nasty hook. I don't know if you remember, it had gone all green and rusty and horrible. So I've moved that onto a new hook and given it a good clean. And then I've cleaned this one up and I found a new back off a new carded pair of earrings. So those ones are good to go. These I don't think were on hooks or were on bad hooks, I can't remember now, but I've given them a good clean and moved them onto new steel hooks. The brooch, you might remember, had a broken clasp here. It was just folded over a little bit too far and it just couldn't close it, so I just bent that back. So that one is good to go as well now. The earrings that had orange beads on, and again the wire had gone all green and horrible, I managed to clean up the elephants and I've popped them onto new studs. So those are really cute. They face each other, there we go. These ones I decided I would keep on the original hooks, and I'll put a choice in my Etsy shop for whether somebody would like the original hooks or new ones. They do look like they probably are silver. I'll give those a clean up as well before they're listed. These ones I did put onto new hooks. I don't think they were on hooks in the first place, and I gave them a good clean and they've come up beautifully. Absolutely love those. These ones were squashed studs and I've just chopped the back off. I just need to file those down and then I'll probably hang them from there, either as charms or a new pair of earrings. The flower I've just popped onto a vintage chain, and I did it as a long one, so I think that'll be quite nice for the summer. These two both had snapped chains and I have fixed those, so those are wearable again now. And then all of these earrings and pendants I've chopped off of their original hooks, ready to go. Most of them will probably be used as bracelet charms. I might use these two beads in a beaded bracelet. Yeah, and you'll see those coming out in my makes over the coming weeks. There's still loads of material to use, so I chopped up some beads here, started chopping up the pearls, and then they've got the whole box of treasure to look up and list. So, plus there was a bit more, there were a few more vintage items to list, so I've put those separate. Now we are going to get the Presidium out and check on the gemstones and see whether we've got stones or glass. Okay, let's look at this lovely ring first, which I think is amethyst. Let's see. Yeah, that's coming up in the amethyst line. My Presidium always comes to the top of the line, so I trust that that is an amethyst. That's lovely. Let's look at these ones. They do look like glass. Let's see. Yes, those ones are glass, but still really pretty. They're on silver as well. So we just need to give those a clean. Let's check the ones on this horseshoe brooch. Oops. That has gone into the garnet line, but my Presidium, as I say, always goes to the top of the line. So if I just put it on the glass again, let's see if this goes any higher. Try a different stone perhaps. No, it has definitely gone into the garnet, so that's exciting. So that is a garnet brooch. That's really pretty. It needs a really good clean down here. It's got loads of gunk in it. It looks like it's on a base metal, but perhaps it would have originally been plated. Pretty. Okay, let's look at these threader ones. This is probably cubic zirconias. Let's see. Yeah, definitely glass. Yep, no, those are nothing. Let's have a look at these ones next. And it's looking like those ones are garnets as well. So that's a nice little pair of earrings. And then these last ones, which I thought were moonstone. Let's see what that comes up as. No, they're looking like glass. Having said that, I don't know actually where moonstone lands on the Presidium. I need to look that up. If it's under garnet tourmaline iolite, it's possibly... I think they're probably glass. Anyway, they're also silver and super pretty. Wow, what a box. What did you think, guys? What was your favourite piece? I love so much of it. I'm absolutely blown away by all the lovely things that were in this box. Thank you again to the lady that sent it in to me. Thank you for watching as well. Do hit me up with a like so that the video can go out to more people. Subscribe if you don't already, and if you are a subscriber, check out joining the channel and becoming a member. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.